You hold it.
I can't see anything. Maybe if I stood there. It's just my it's my neck. I can't see it. We're pros.
Happy Sunday, everybody. Oh my goodness, this is episode 10. Is it not?
Yes.
Well, happy 10th birthday, Emily. That's awesome. Oh my God, I can't believe it's been the 10th. This is the 10th episode. It's Father's Day today, so I just wanted to wish all the men in our lives happy Father's Day. I hope you're all doing well and having a great time with the family. We thought it would be kind of cute and neat. It's a beautiful day out to film our 10th episode outside. And I just wanted to say welcome. Thank you so much for your constant love and support with the journey with Antonetta. My name is Antonetta. The awesome person behind the camera is Emily.
Hi.
Thank you, Emily. And yeah, so today's topic should be a great one. So stay tuned.
Awesome. So on your health journey and wellness journey, you constantly need to be motivated. How do you plan or keep motivation in your routine?
Like currently now or how I did before?
Let's start with how you did before.
So how I did before. Okay, so motivation. So when I first started my journey, what kept me motivated was this. There's a lot of things, so I'm just going to talk about one or two of them right now, because more than likely the questions you're going to ask me later, or else I can stay here for like an hour. So my motivation when I first started at Weight Watchers, they gave us a book called The Success Story. And every week when you would get weighed in, that's where they would put your like weight in and stuff. And my success story, I should show you my success story. So what I would do is every week, so I would, my motivation came from the scale. That kept me motivated at the beginning, like because the scale kept the score, right? So every week I would give myself a goal. So what I mean by that is, so let's say I weighed 222 for an example. So that week I wanted to hit 220. So it would be like a 2-pound weight loss. So my motivation at that week was like 2 pounds. Like I had to do realistic ones, right? So I would motivate myself every week. So that week would be 2 pounds. And then I would give myself a 4-week goal. So I'm like, okay, so maybe 2 pounds this week, 1.2 pounds next week, 1 pound, whatever. So whatever that total was, I would do like the every week goal and then a 4-week goal. So what happened there is that I would hit my short-term goal every week because I made it realistic. So that's what I kept focused on, was this number on the scale at the beginning of my journey. I needed to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I did every week, as I gave myself a short-term goal. So I would like do fun things for myself. So if it was 222, I would hit like 220. Or if I had like, my first 20 pounds, that would, if I was like a 18.2, I would do like my goal that week would be like 1.8. So I would look at my total weight loss and my current weight, and then I'd make it like a fun number and I would hit it all the time. Yeah, that would be my, at the beginning. Yeah.
Awesome. So how do you stay motivated now in this part of your journey?
So right now, how I stay motivated is, right now it's my clothes. Yeah. So my clothes are a major motivation because I can still fit in like a certain size, or, maintaining. That's my motivation right now, is just to stay within the clothes that I bought. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What was your motivation for starting and keeping on your weight loss journey?
So my motivation for starting, I just started because a friend of mine asked me to join. That's how I first started. But the motivation happened when I noticed that my first week when I did a big loss, and I just said, oh, let me just see like if I can do this, right? So that's where I started the short-term goals, and it kept me going that way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because I knew that if I made realistic goals, I would keep it and it would self-motivate myself. So my number one thing was self-motivation. So at the beginning, was all skill for me, like motivating myself to hit a certain number, hit a certain weight loss. Then the motivation happened where it switched. And I mean, like, I would like think about walking more or moving more, like overcoming a hurdle. So like that motivated me to keep going because I was able to go through a little bit of a struggle. Like I would share my success and share my struggles. That was like the biggest motivation. Like, when you tell yourself, if you go through any type of obstacle and you overcome it, and you had a plan on how to overcome it, you can share with somebody else, right? That was my biggest motivation, was overcoming something and then sharing it and being the person to motivate the person beside you. Like, oh man, like that's how you did it. Do you know what I mean? And that's what kept me going, was like every week I would like hit a milestone, like, and share it. And when everyone would be like, has a positive reaction to what I've done, that kept me motivated. That played a big part. I forgot about that. Yeah. I mean, look at the swans. Look, there's a mama and a papa, and there's like 4 of them beside it. Adorable.
So sweet.
And this is just in our backyard.
How do you stay motivated to keep moving and putting exercise into your routine?
Yes. So my motivation for exercise and moving more. So when I first started the gym and I was on the treadmill, I would scan the room and I would walk beside the strongest chick or the strongest guy that just kept going, like running like a maniac or like really like busting it. Do you know what I mean? Because they would motivate me. Like I would use their energy to keep me going because I'm like, man, one day I'm gonna run as fast and long as this chick. Or like, and I would like give them so much love. Like there was this one girl at the gym, like her back and her shoulder were like, oh my God, like amazing. I was like so inspired by her. And and I would just envision that. Like a lot of my motivation would be like visualization purposes, right? So like even with standing beside a person that would walk hard or run hard, or a chick that looked awesome, and so they would inspire me. So I'm a manifester. Like I visualize a lot of things, and that's what motivates me. Like I put myself there. So on the treadmill, I would keep going, like, and would stand beside somebody, and then I would like make notes of like, how fast I went today, and then the next day I would go just a little bit faster, and then the next day I would go just a little bit faster. Do you know what I mean? Like I would slowly, gradually get there. But with that exercise and the moving more, that's what I did. I would like hang out and walk beside someone that was just like killing it, and so I would just, because I felt like I should be beside them. Do you know what I mean? Like, but now it's funny when I can run now, I'm like, oh my God, like the girl beside me is probably using me, right?
I love
and
it.
I'm like, oh my God, I made it. So that was a great thing. Yeah.
That's awesome to see that come full circle for you. What tools did you use to stay motivated?
Good question, Emily. There was a lot of them. So the number one thing, so I'm gonna like break these out in different things. So in terms of scale motivation, I'm telling you the truth. So after every Saturday's WW workshop, I would be proud of myself that I would hit my goal. And then I would go home and figure out what my next goal is for that next Saturday in terms of scale. And I would get Post-its, and I would post them all over my house. Like in my bathroom, on my kitchen fridge, on my door. I would put them in my day planner. And so what the Post-it said was, so I'm going to use 222 for example. Let's say my weight was 222. This Post-it would say, what, I wanted to hit 220, so that's minus 2 pounds. or like I would put that everywhere. So I would see it every time, like every day, and that would keep me focused mentally that I would have to lose 2 pounds that week. And so like I would make choices, or like I'd go home and like I would see that. I would open my day journal and would see that too, right? So that would like keep me reminded what my goal was for that week. Then I would get a lot of then I would do a lot of things on my own. Like I would go for long walks, like by myself, and really reflect on what I wanted to do and what I wanted to achieve and how I was going to achieve it. I was really self-taught. A lot of the times when I walk on my own, I would really reflect on, you know, where I was that day and what I needed to do. So I knew right away that in order for me to maintain my success, like even as today, I would have to become a WW coach. Now at that point, in order to become a WW coach, I would have had to have hit my personal weight goal, and that was a killer motivation because I knew that if I wasn't a WW coach, I was afraid that I would go back to how I used to be. And so I'd be like, okay, so that's what I needed. So I motivated myself to hit goal because I needed to be a coach, right? Then I would, I know I had like crazy things. Then I came across this image of this girl who was healthy and strong, and she had like these workout gloves, and her hands were so tough, and she would wear like this chain around her neck. It was just like awesome. That was my screensaver. And I would look at her every day and I'm like, oh man, I want like hands like her. Like her face was so fierce. And that would keep me motivated. I would think about, you know, going swimming. Swimming played an important thing in my life that I wanted to, you know, physically be able to go swimming, mentally go swimming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get ready to go swimming. And I did go swimming when I went on the Weight Watchers cruise. So that's another thing that I hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, self-help books. Like I would go to Indigo in Chapters, and just walk through self-help books, and listen and read like inspirational stories or people how overcome things. And it's funny because I'd be like, man, that'd be kind of cool if, you know, I would share to the world my struggles and how I overcome it. Like little things like that would motivate me to keep going. A lot of self-motivation, a lot about hanging around people, like-minded people. Like you have no idea how big and important that is, hanging around people with having the same mindset as you. And that's why attending a WW workshop was important for me, because I was surrounded by people that had the same passion, the same focus, the same celebrations, the same struggles, would help me, inspire me, would encourage me, would motivate me, things like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I never competed with the person beside me. I never said to myself, oh, she lost 3, I only lost 1. I never did that. I never compared to myself. I was my own competition. You know, like, and we'd go on Fitbit challenges that would keep me moving and motivated, you know, to get as many steps as possible. So there's a lot of tools that I used, and I keep using those. Yeah, that kept me going.
I love
Yeah,
it. So much knowledge in your
Yeah.
brain of yours.
Yes. Can't see it. Oh, actually my shirt. Here's my face. There's the top of your head.
Okay, we're gonna do a lightning round of questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Runners or heels?
Runners.
Dogs or babies?
Dogs. Oh, poor babies.
Jokes or music?
Music. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, music.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. Yo, Thanksgiving.
Hanging out with friends outside or at home?
At home.
Love it. Movies or TV?
Movies.
Plane or car?
Car. I love road trips.
I love it.
Yeah.
Pumping iron or cardio?
Oh, come on. Pumping iron, I think.
love
I
it.
think. But cardio's fun too. I
Good
don't
for
know.
you.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Okay. Mullet or mutton chops?
Oh my God, mullet.
Tattoos or piercing?
Tattoos.
Love it. How many tattoos do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Amazing. I love it. Okay. Breakfast or dinner?
Breakfast.
Day or evening?
Day.
Love it. Perfect.
Yay!
Way to go.
Awesome. Fantastic. So fun. Okay, so we're gonna do some fun facts.
Yes.
So this is it's motivational fun facts.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So, losing 3 pounds is the same as losing the same size as a human brain.
So cool.
If you've lost 5 pounds, you've lost the same as a chihuahua.
A chihuahua weighs 5 pounds. Wow.
It's pretty exciting. Losing 11 pounds is the same as losing an average house cat.
Oh my God, poor cat.
Let's see. 20 pounds is losing the same as a car tire.
A car tire. Wow.
That's a good one. Losing 34 pounds is the same as the Stanley Cup.
The Stanley Cup weighs 34 pounds.
You would think it'd be more than that, but
Yeah.
it is.
Wow.
And losing 45 pounds is the same as a bench press bar. Losing 40 pounds is the same as a 15-foot canoe.
No, that's heavy.
That's big when you
Yeah.
put it in your head.
Yeah.
And losing 51 pounds is the same as losing a twin mattress and its box spring.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
I like knowing the perspective. I think
Yeah.
it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's totally wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just some motivation to keep you going.
Yeah. And like 50 pounds is your luggage,
Crazy.
right? So when you, yeah, that's awesome. Oh my God, that's fun. I love those guys. Well, thank you so much for watching us this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the video. We had a great time. A lot of different set changes, which is great. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for commenting and sharing the video. I hope you had a lot of aha moments and would consider using our tips and tricks for you to keep motivated. If I haven't mentioned anything that you do to keep motivated, it'd be great to hear some of those ideas. We would love to share those as well. So I guess until next Sunday,
Yes.
happy birthday. I'm
Yes.
proud of you. 10 episodes, baby.
So
We did this,
awesome.
baby. Thank you so much. See you next Sunday. Love and hugs to all of you. Excellent. Thank you.